into UFC Heavyweight Showdown. Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at A+ level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. All right, so another big spot for this high-level wrestler here tonight, and the opposition knows what's coming, but more often than not in the UFC, they've been unable to stop.
It's because since a little boy, he spent his life on the wrestling mats. And even though you start to prepare for it late, you cannot match his ability to train, his ability to focus. The idea that once he gets a hold of you, it only ends with him in top position. It does not matter if he has to get a high crotch. It does not matter if he needs to get a single leg or a double leg. The purpose is to get you to the floor, and he has been trained his entire life to do just that.
Yeah, you put it well. He's got a lot of throws and takedowns and trips in his arsenal, and he'll try to put them to good use in this matchup here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this heavyweight fight. So a more than 5-year gap between these two fighters when it comes to the age, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the particulars inside the octagon of Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon, Dan Mergliata. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC heavyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 24 wins, 9 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 231 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Fabricio Werdum. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 5 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Fighting out of Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Lesnar!
All right, greet the rules in the locker room. I want you to obey my commands at all times, protect yourself at all times. I want a nice, clean, safe fight. Touch gloves, back your corners, come out fighting.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
You ready? All right, you ready?
All right, so the fight is now underway. On one side, we have a fighter who does everything well, taking on a true grappler on the other side. Going to be interesting to see how long he can keep it up for.
I mean, Damian Maia may be the most specialist type of grappler in the UFC. This guy resembles him in a number of ways. Let's see how he manages this fight against a guy that can do just about everything inside the octagon.
Oh, really using his reach advantage there with that land, DC. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the jump.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Nice punch lands over the top. When you're in the clinch, you can pull down on the head and land these beautiful punches to the head.
Big elbow there, lands. Now goes in and secures the takedown. How good is that right hand? All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loves, I mean, but he's right? He's so right. He's gonna attack a triangle choke here. Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is, he's moving to the finishing position. Now watch, he goes parallel right next to his opponent. When it's time to finish, oh man, that was slick.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Midway through round one. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, closed guard now. You gotta be careful though. He's got a lot of submissions off his back. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest.
And he's out. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Under 2 minutes to go in the round. Close guard. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Werdum gets up, he is back on the feet. Looked like he was in a submissive state on the ground, but he worked hard there to get back to the feet. Oh, Superman punch. Not always easy to... Nice ball, and he finally gets the takedown now. So what do they say?
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight. And he's out. Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Werdum. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Side control now. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by Werdum.
And now he has a headlock trying to pin his opponent's back down flat onto the mat. Look from the transition to an arm triangle to try to chase the finish. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Oh, man. This ground and pound is good. Probably my favorite striking realm in MMA, and he's as good as it gets.
The problem is his opponent is not controlling his posture. He's allowing his opponent to get up, and when he does, he creates distance and space to land these beautiful ground and pound combinations. Oh!
5 minutes in the books.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Okay, you ready? Round two. Ready?
All right, here we go with round two.
What a punch.
got the reach advantage, you might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. Strike to the body, really starting to connect on a lot of shots to the midsection, and these will take their toll as this fight goes into the latter rounds. Back and forth we go. Well, that left hand has been there at times, not on that attempt. Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. Lands a big elbow there.
He's gonna try to take him down. There you go.
Oh, slams his opponent to the ground. Close guard. Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle. He's attacking armbar now.
And he's out. Really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from bottom. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, how about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but
he's gonna start trying to move to a submission here. It looks like he's trying to attack from an arm triangle. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Oh man, that was slick.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Werdum. Close guard. Well, these are some excellent ground and pound strikes here, DC. There's an efficiency with which he operates in these situations.
He knows exactly when to throw, exactly when to hold, and it's allowing him to really control the grappling aspect of the fight.
There's a song there, right? Know when to hold him, know when to fold him.
Yep. Oh, you gotta watch him attacking submissions. He throws the legs up to try to get a triangle choke here.
And he's out. All right, working inside the now open guard of his opponent.
Throwing up a triangle. The guy on his back is very good at submissions, and if he's not careful here, he's gonna get stuck and he will have to submit.
Well, you gotta be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch.
He got his foot on the hip, and now he's throwing up a triangle attempt. He's gonna try to move his left arm across to get pressure on the choke. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. Working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you gotta be careful here. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, side control now. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
10 seconds to go in the round. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You gotta be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, so there's the end of the round. The storyline over those previous 5 minutes, volume takedowns, offensive wrestling.
Yeah, this is an exhausting type of fight. Not only for the offensive fighter, but also for the opponent. Always being under attack, always being defensive, always reacting starts to really wear at your gas tank. It's interesting to see who is more fresh going into the next round.
All right, next round is underway, and man, is he tough to submit, right? No lack of effort, but unable to get that submission in the previous round.
He does a great job of staying patient. He doesn't rush or panic, which allows him to defend with the right frame of mind.
Strike right there. I'm not sure how many more of these his opponent can take.
Massive shot that he landed. Great job. Oh, wow, oh!
Not tapping out tonight.
There's no give on that leg kick. Big, powerful punch land. Now he gets back to range.
All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Look at that switch knee. Beautiful switch knee.
Oh, and there's a takedown attempt. Not a great entry there, DC.
Not a great entry. He showed everything he was going to do. He didn't hide his takedown. You knew from the moment this fight started, he was going to go get a shot off. The opponent was ready, and he defended it perfectly.
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work.
Oh, there's that patented heavy leg kick. Single collar tie there. Oh, keep it busy in the clinch. Dirty boxing here. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if he can follow it up.
He's landed that punch over and over again. What's he going to do to follow up?
Well, the right hand has been there at times. Not that. Immediately gets the underhook. Continues to work out of that tie clinch. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach. Oh, and now the hip toss in a great position now to dole out damage.
He did a great job of stepping all the way across to get that hip toss. Now look for him to start chasing down a submission.
Well, he's in a compromising spot here, DC. You got to figure out a way to get back to your feet. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here.
Or now he's looking for a Kimura attack. He's going to try to use that to sweep.
Then he's out. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Oh, Werdum's back in half guard. Well, you got to stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Oh, looks like he's transitioned to an armbar.
You cannot stay in the guard of these great jiu-jitsu guys.
And he's out. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Lands the grounded pound strike here. Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation. And
he's going to attack the triangle choke here.
Nicely done. Werdum's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. Oh, he's got the knee on the belly. Could be trouble defensively. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Oh, looks like he's trying to isolate an arm, maybe set up a Kimura here, DC.
Yeah, he's going to try to attack Kimura here. He'll try to get him up on his right hip. It's not the arm. It's the shoulder pressure that usually makes you tap.
And he's out. All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. And that'll do it. 15 minutes in the books. Well, he had a lot more than a puncher's chance coming in. Big knockdown for him in the previous round. DC, talk us through the highlight.
He got in his opponent's face, landed that big punch that put his opponent flat on his back. He couldn't get the finish, but if he lands one more time just like that, he will get the victory.
Fourth round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds.
He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
Takedown defense holds up.
He changes the angle, finds the right spot to land that punch to the head from the clinch. That's a big strike right there. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Shot a double leg.
Oh, perfect entry to slam him down. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound?
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter, and he's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud.
Now the guy's got armbar, he's attacking it on it.
And he's out. Very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
All right, has the guard closed here. Well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motion on the mat.
Ground and pound strike is true. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Now he's gonna try to attack Kimura here. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Keep it busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
Oh, nice work from the bottom. Tags him with the punch. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Oh, look at him jumping in to try to get the finish.
Oh, now trying to isolate an arm, DC.
He needs to move his hips back to cover. He cannot allow him on that angle.
Bottom fighter trying to control.
Oh, man, that was slick.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
All right, side control now. I love watching this guy move on the ground. Another nice transition there.
Such a high-level grappler. You don't see that very often.
All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here. Under a minute to go. All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you got to either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangles. Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Nicely done. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, thank God the left one's open, because that right eye is really starting to shut.
Now he's chasing the triangle.
Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're going to fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, so there's the end of the round. A lot of high-level action. And if you like the takedown game, as my boy Daniel Cormier does, you enjoyed that round.
It's like we're watching the NCAA wrestling tournament. It's takedown after takedown. He's fighting his fight. He's able to change levels, drive into his opponent, and secure takedown after takedown.
All right, here we go. Our next round is underway. And how about the submission defense on that young man in the previous round?
He's so well-versed in all areas of mixed martial arts. That was on full display as he defended a real deep submission attempt.
Werdum gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Oh, an educated jab there. I could watch this dude jab all day.
I mean, he's so light on his feet, and when he pops that jab, it comes right back to his face. Look at how he drives his knee right into his opponent's midsection.
And a nice job at least staying over the top. This fight's going to be over, DC.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high when his opponent thought he was going low, and now he's got him hurt very badly.
Well, looks as though his leg is hurt here. You can even see him limping a little bit. A little struggle here now for position in the clinch, and we see a lot of these situations in mixed martial arts where both fighters sort of end up getting comfortable here when there isn't a whole lot going on.
And the moment somebody gets comfortable, the moment that somebody decides to relax, the moment you'll see a takedown or somebody really speed out ahead of their opponent. You gotta be aware when you're chest to chest in this 50-50 position. Big punch landing over the top. How's he gonna follow this one? Look at that. Big. It's in there deep. There you go. Oh, nice.
Brilliant submission defense there. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestle stand-up. Get to your knees. Post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hook. But get to your hands, stand up, right hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control. Because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up, because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. All right, so he connects with another punch there, kind of targeting that cut, I think.
I mean, when you get a cut on your opponent and you see it and it's pouring blood, you continue to attack it. Every time you land, you can see that.
There's the double leg. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight. Oh, nice job using it. He's out. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you're fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are, because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs, and if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on.
Looking for a guillotine.
Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
All right, so he postures up, and he's out. Werdum's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches. Now he's attacking the triangle.
Triangle looks pretty tight, DC. I'm no Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, but maybe not good here.
No, it looks like it's getting in deep. Oh!
Posturing up now.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now try to hip escape.
Right now, it looks like he may be trying to set up his arm triangle choke. He needs to secure the left arm, push it across, and secure it with his head. Watch triangle, watch triangle.
Bottom fighter trying to contest his up. What a fight! Well, don't leave it in the judges' hands. A little bit easier said than done. Competitive, close fight. You got to lean either way.
I mean, it is horrible when you walk back to the center of the octagon not knowing exactly who won the fight. I thought he won a lot of the striking exchanges, but it wasn't very clear. So it'll be interesting to see who gets the decision.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest 48-47, Werdum. Judge 2 scores it 48-47, Lesnar. And Judge 3 scores this contest 48-47 for the winner by split decision, Brock!
All right, so the judges have rendered their decision, and 2 of the 3 of them had it for him. So he gets it done by split decision tonight. You've been involved in some of those. Nothing easy standing there waiting for the judges to render their
John,
score.
it is the worst feeling in the world, not knowing if you did enough, right? Or not knowing what the judges were watching. So I know exactly what these guys are feeling as they walk to the center. You got your fingers crossed, you got your toes crossed, you got everything crossed, hoping that 2 judges saw it your way.